Manny Jackson. Big Nelly Furtado fan, apparently. Furtado, born in British Columbia, Canada. Can't imagine she grew up a big baseball fan. We're big baseball fans here at the Castle, and we're big fans of you guys at home for joining us on this windy Monday afternoon. Baseball is back all over the world now. Baseball is back here at the Castle. It's back at the Major League level. It's a good time to be a baseball fan, that is for sure. It's a good time to be Manny Jackson as well, as he is halfway through the cycle right now with a single and a double in his first two at-bats. And now he's seen his first strike in this at-bat. Take sign on there, I'm sure, as count moves to 3-1. And what a pitch brought to the plate by Mack. Maybe his best yet. Just like that, it's 3-2. Manny puts one in, but it is a trip to first base again by Manny Jackson. We'll await the official word on that, but I'm pretty sure that'll be scored as an error, as it did indeed hit the third baseman's. Regardless, it is a tremendous opportunity in this inning on first base. Manny Jackson with some steals to his name. Armando with a strike opportunity. He's got that open stance that's so popular amongst the big leaguers. You start open, and you see as the pitcher is coming to the plate, he brings that foot up. So he starts open, but he ends flush. Count will move to 1-1. The action will go back out onto the plate, and he's going to find the gap here, and this game's going to be tied as Manny Jackson's going to come around third. Is in safe at second. What a big piece of hitting there for the veteran. An RBI double for number 23, and that is the first RBI of the game for the Knights. Their first two runs coming off tremendous base running. We saw some tremendous base running on that run, as well as Jackson scores all the way from first. And that is all she wrote for the starting pitcher, Alex Mack. We will see the relief pitcher enter the game for Avery Point, and we'll give him a minute or two to warm up. And we'll take a break and get a hot dog up here in the stands. 3-3. It's a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the fifth. Once it gets warmer, I'm sure somebody will be over there. I hope so. Jimenez has an opportunity not only to be the first one to face the relief pitcher, but also has an opportunity to get the Knights in the lead for the first time. If he's able to do that, it's going to have to come on his first hit of the game, as Jimenez has 2 strikeouts to his name. His 0 for 2, leaving a sour taste in his mouth, I'm sure. Family affair here at CCBC Essex. The men's baseball team out on the field right now, getting the action in, and the lacrosse team is right behind us on the field, on the turf field, getting their practice in. You can catch the lacrosse team this Saturday, the 19th, in action. Got to cross-promote, as they say in the business. Lacrosse on Saturday, baseball right here on Monday. And Jimenez now 3 strikeouts. The tough afternoon, continues, at least with the bat in the hand. Jimenez putting together a nice afternoon with the glove. And here's a gentleman who's putting together a really nice afternoon on the base paths, as Liam Bowers has 2 runs and 3 stolen bases to his name on no hits. Liam Bowers is currently 0 for 0 in this game. And he is safe on the bunt. Liam Bowers had a walk and a hit by pitch to his name, and now he's got a bunt for a single to his name as well. And we're going to see him move, I'm sure. We've got 1 out, runners at the corner for now, as everyone out there is expecting Liam Bowers to be moving, maybe even on the first pitch. Tucker Fryer is up. He reached on an error and was called on interference. So he's sitting at 0 for as well right now. And given that swing, I think he's well aware of it. He's also well aware of this huge opportunity in front of him with 1 out. I think we can expect to see Bowers moving on this pitch as they want to try and eliminate that traditional double play ball. There goes Bowers. The throw to third. He's caught in a rundown. Oh, my. Here comes the pickle. And he's out. What a tremendous display of defense by Avery Point. That is heads-up baseball at its finest. DeSheffy popped right up, knew there was no play at second, saw the runner halfway between third and home, and said, you're not supposed to be there. Get back where you came from. Out number 2. Wow. In a blink of an eye, the Knights went from a great opportunity to another inning ending with the question of what could have been. Avery Point is 1 strike away from pitching out of this jam with just a little bit of hurt. And DeSheffy, you saw him quickly shuffling out from his catcher's position. He was expecting that to be an out call. That one maybe just a little bit too outside, as the outside portion of the plate's been in play, but not on that one. 2-2. 2-2 it will remain a little bit longer. Tucker Fryer, left fielder wearing number 27. is in a big spot here for his team with that runner at second base. And it's a strikeout. And it is another inning ending with the question of what could have been. In this one, oh so costly, as the Knights had an opportunity to take the lead. And instead, this game will be tied going into the sixth. A great job of pitching out of the jam. The 9-hitter will start things here for Avery Point, but right after him, you know what's up. It's the top of the lineup. So this is a great opportunity for Avery Point to answer right back and get back out in front again. If they're able to get a run here in this inning, it'll be the third time that Avery Point takes the lead. Let's go back to that last bottom half of the inning just a second ago, the bottom of the fifth. Obviously, you strand that runner at second, and then you have the runner get picked off at third, so to speak. That's a huge moment. But then when you peel the onion back another layer, they subbed out Armando, who was at third, and drove in the run that tied the game. So you take the big bat out of the lineup thinking that you're going to have an opportunity to take the lead. Well, nope, it remains tied. And you're down a big bat in the lineup now. We'll find out in a second who's playing first now. Ryan DeSheffield, his name so far, and he was a hero defensively in the bottom half of the fifth with that big throw back to third. That'll move the count to 2-2 as that one off of the knuckles. Little self-preservation swing there. Hey, what a pitch. Drop the hammer, so to speak. Not sure if that was the breaking ball, but he came a big moment for his team. And that'll give you some confidence as you come now to face the top of the lineup. So it's another strikeout for this Knights pitching staff. And that's their third strikeout of the game so far. Got 3 strikeouts to go along with 3 hit by pitches. So this interesting day at the ballpark. To the plate again with that strikeout pitch that he got during the last at-bat. This is Yvonne Hernandez. Had a 2 RBI single in his last at-bat. This one. Reed Adams is doing the pitching right now for CCBC. Had that bunt attempt bring him off the mound, and you saw ate him up just a bit. I think that should go down as an error on Yvonne Hernandez, or a reached on error for Yvonne Hernandez. Dominic Morbito. None of those have been on hits. He has been hit by a pitch twice, and he has walked once. So he's still technically sitting at 0. One and one. Hernandez, excuse me, running. Jimenez looking to cover second. No throw, though. That was a great jump off first base. Yvonne Hernandez now in scoring position. He has a stolen base to go along with his 2 RBIs. Hernandez now the different run. That's hit into left. It'll drop. They're bringing the runner. Throw to the plate. Brought him up the first base line, but that is a good job of keeping that runner at third base. I think Manny Jackson, even though that throw took him up the first baseline, was quick enough into the infield that he probably would have had enough time to catch that and get back to home. Tag the runner out. Instead, it'll be runners at the corner, and now this is a big spot for the double play. Now, in the old days, you'd tell your pitcher to keep the ball low here. The way these guys swing the bat now, though, nowadays, your better, more talented hitters are good at getting the barrel down on those low pitches and elevating them into the air. So let's see what the strategy is, how he wants to create this double play ball. Obviously, that's first on his mind. Right behind that, though, is just getting an out. It's Jaden Fowler, excuse me. No throw. And it's a stolen base for Morbito. Second stolen base of the game here for Avery Point. And now that double play ball, at least the traditional double play ball, taken out of play on that stolen base. Runners now in scoring position. Now he's looking for the strikeout. Another pitch like that, and he may get it. Reed Adams started this inning with a strikeout on the number 9 hitter. Love to get a strikeout here on the third, number 3 hitter here. Hard hit to first. They'll get the out at first, but they'll also give up the run. So it's an RBI for Jaden Fowler. And it's Zachary Mascaro coming to the plate. He had a fly out, fielder's choice, and a strikeout in his first 3 at-bats. And he's coming to the plate with a great opportunity here. Reed has come to the plate with 2 great pitches to start off this at-bat. You think he knows he's 1 out away from getting out of this jam? The Knights have given up the lead here once again. Oh my! If style points counted for anything, that would have been the 3rd out, as that one looked mighty pretty coming across the plate. Instead, it'll move to 1 and 2, and that's a good piece of hitting to shoot that into left. But right to the left fielder. Got under it just a bit. But Avery Point is back out in the lead again. It's the 3rd time they've jumped out in front of the Knights. Can the Knights, for the 3rd time, get it back to even? Or for the first time, can they get the lead themselves? It's the bottom of the 6th when we come back. Danny Salgado steps into the plate to start this 6th inning. Had a ground out and a walk in his first 2 at-bats. When he walked, he eventually stole a base, got himself into scoring position. Salgado and Corella, who have been stranded on base in this game for the Knights. The Knights, I don't have all the numbers in front of me, but the Knights stranded more than a few runners on base here in this one. Both teams have pitched themselves into quite a few jams, but both teams also have pitched themselves out of quite a few jams. Scoreboard, the way it looks right now with that 4-3 score in favor of Avery Point, easy to tell which of those pitching staffs have been more successful in pitching out of those jams. It's a close game, and that's all that matters, though, as we head into the later innings. And, oh! What a piece of pitching, but what a better piece of batting. A good eye there. Keep this at-bat alive, and it's 2-2 now. And 2-2 it will remain a little bit longer as he fouls that one off. Salgado. Some production from him with the bat in his hand, with that walk and stolen base, but also some production from him out on the field with that great diving play in the hole at second base earlier. Salgado, this one up in the air, shoots it out to center. And that's a good catch. Sent that one all the way up the chute. the wind has picked up in intensity, but it's a little bit more sparing. It's not as continuous as it was earlier in the game, but you hit one into the wind now, it's really going to play a factor. You may even see a ball get held up in the wind. March baseball for sure. Though we still got some Knights faithful in the stands here joining us, braving through the elements on this Monday afternoon. And right back to the pitcher on a slow roller, and that's an easy out. That's 2 outs coming from the 8-9 hitter. 8-9 hitters, excuse me. Austin Muma is looking to get the offense going, not just for his team, but for himself, as Muma, wearing number 8, 0 for 3 in the game, 2 ground outs and a strikeout for the sophomore. Never be able to tell on that first pitch swing there. That was good quality swing, just a little under it. I've seen Muma personally display some power. Big grand slam last year for his team. Could get a huge hit for his team if he's able to start a 2-out rally. That 2-out rally is going to have to come with 2 strikes, though, as well, as Muma has dug himself a sizable hole here. And it's another strikeout for this Avery. 9 strikeouts by my count for Avery Point here in this game. Now, big emphasis on my count, so don't quote me on that. I didn't go to college. The boys who did go to college will be back out on the field to play the 7th inning here when we come back. Avery Point still holding on to that 1-run lead. Can they build on it? Their opportunity is right in front of them. Five, 6, 7 due up here for Avery Point, and they'll be facing a new pitcher as they've gone to the bullpen once again. Tyler Rice, Enrique Diaz, and Mackel has been a productive part of the lineup so far. Ian Baby. Ian Babby, excuse me. He has 2 appearances, gone 4 and 2 innings, pitched 6 strikeouts and 3 walks to his name so far, and big Coulter Wong fan, or Coulter Walker, Coulter Wall, something like that. Can't say I'm much of a countryman myself. So that song was used in a great movie, Hell or High Water. Check it out if you're a movie fan. As I said, Tyler Rice, Enrique Diaz, and Malcolm Mention all due up here. This has been a productive portion of the lineup so far in this game. Tyler Rice has a run scored in this game and a double and a walk. got a ground out sandwiched in between that double and a walk. He's leading off the action here in the 7th. 1-1 is the count. And what a pitch. One, two. More of the same, maybe. And that gets past the first baseman down the line. He's looking for 2. And it skirts away from the right fielder. He's looking for 3. And the throw was wide of the third baseman, so no play. And that'll be a lead-off big hit. I don't know if they'll score that as a double with an error or a triple. Regardless, it's a huge opportunity for Avery Point to bat with a runner in scoring position and no outs. Tyler Rice continues to have himself a productive afternoon with the bat in the hand. We'll get an official word from the scorers table here in a second. Regardless, Enrique Diaz gets an opportunity to put his hero pants on here. No outs. He's got a sacrifice fly, a walk, and a fly out to his name. So a nice little offer for Diaz, but a big opportunity. Enrique Diaz wearing number 3 and batting out of the left-handed batter's box. Puts it in towards the middle. That will score the runner from third, but it will also be an out. As Bowers gets to that, and it's another sacrifice fly for Diaz, but this one brings in an RBI as well. So it is back to a 2-run lead for Avery Point. This is the largest lead of the game that they've had, is 2 runs. It's the second time they've had a 2-run lead. The Knights last time were able to quickly strike back and tie it up. The Knights have played catch-up well here in this game. They just haven't been able to find the right hits to be able to tie it up. Jimenez has to quickly go to first and gets the out. That is a nice quality stretch at first as well. And that's a huge out, given who was doing the batting there. Malcolm Mention had 3 singles to his name before he grounded out to short that time. One of those singles was an RBI single. And here comes the number 8 hitter, Dennis Mackel. He's got a pop fly, sacrifice bunt, and a ground out to his name. He's batting with nobody on, and he almost gave us a souvenir here. Thank God for that high fence. And that outside portion of the plate has been in play for both squads. Babby comes to the plate with maybe his best pitch yet. He's broken off a couple nice ones here in this inning. And that one, heard, batter got just a little piece of it. 1-2, a little tink. Love to get this third out right here and start the next inning facing the number 9 hitter. Though what's really on the minds of this Knights players is getting out of this inning with only a 2-run deficit. As, oh my, it can't be caught cleanly at first. And that will be an error. The throw from third was in time. Alvin Corella did his part, so to speak. And we talked about that substitution that happened earlier in the game for the Knights. A man who started at first base, not at first base right now. Armando Prico taken out at third. And that one hit into left field, should be caught, and it is. And that's all she wrote for this inning. So the error, not costly, but not what you want to see. As now the leadoff man will lead off things for Avery Point the next time they come up to bat. It's 2-3-4 due up to bat here for the Knights, so this could be their best chance as we head into the bottom of the seventh. And whoever's running the music today, obviously not from Baltimore. So we got the final countdown as our seventh inning stretch song. If I was a better singer or a more confident man, maybe I'd do Thank God I'm a Country Boy for you, but we'll just enjoy some silence here for a moment as the teams go through some strategy talk here. Obviously, the defenders warming up on the field for Avery Point, but you got to think coaching staff over there talking amongst themselves about how do we get these final 9 outs. Mitchell Haywood comes to the left-hander's batter's box. He is 0 for 3 so far here in this game with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And he starts it off looking at strike 1. This is a big moment for the veteran. Haywood slaps that over the third baseline, and that's a single at least. Haywood's looking for 2, and he'll get 2. And what a start to this inning. Mitchell Haywood leads off and finds himself at second base. He's quickly in scoring position for a man, Manny Jackson, who is having himself a ball game. Manny Jackson's got a single, a double, and he reached on an error. So he's halfway there through the cycle, and he's Manuel Maldonado, who is playing first. He's due up after Manny. Manny comes first pitch swinging. This is going to be a tough play at first, and they make the play at first. And Manny Jackson has made his first out of the game. Manuel Maldonado, the third straight lefty in this inning. Maldonado, another veteran on this squad, coming back from last year's team. Sees 2 straight balls. Maldonado sees his first pitch that he can swing at. He sends that ball all the way to the turf behind us. And the lacrosse players will have to help us out with that one. Maldonado looking to hit this one hard into the outfield. Worst comes to worst, he wants to bring Haywood in from third on a sacrifice fly. Ideally, he wants to put it in play. Pass the baton to his shortstop behind him. Maldonado gave up the error in the top of this inning. Looking to make up for that here, and he earns the walk. And it's now runners at the corner. Jimenez. And this is a big spot here for the coaching staff and a big talking to. Big conversation between the third base coach and his shortstop right now, as his shortstop is not only 0 for 3, he's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He is wearing the collar right now. Everyone would forget about that in a blink of an eye if he came up with a big hit for his team right here. It's another ball as the wind is really starting to pick up here at the Castle. And Jimenez gets his first pitch to swing at. Maldonado's running, and there will be no throw to second, as now the double play ball, the traditional double play ball at least, has been taken out of play. Knights still need to be smart on the bases. They've run into outs earlier in this game on the bases, but they've also created some outs for themselves with some smart base running. A tale of two cities, so to speak, for this Knights team and their offense. They've created some great chances for themselves. Those 3 runs that they created came off not a lot of hits. They've also left more than a few runners stranded out there. Looking to avoid that here as the clock, or the count, excuse me, has run full. No clock here in this game other than the one in the sky. These two teams are supposed to play a doubleheader, and that's a hit by pitch, and it is bases loaded. 1 out, and a 2-run game here in the bottom of the 7th. And Jimenez, 3 strikeouts to his name before that hit by pitch. And a hit by pitch has never felt so good, I'm sure, for number 11. That gets him on base, and he is now the go-ahead run with the tying runs in scoring position. Here is a big spot for Liam Bowers, who has a walk, a hit by pitch, and a bunt to his name. Oh, yeah, and 2 runs scored and 3 stolen bases as well. Liam Bowers is having himself an afternoon with the bat in his hand. He's been the hero, so to speak, for the Knights offense, so only fitting that he has the best opportunity of the game so far. Bowers puts it in play. That's going to be a tough play, and it's foul. You saw all those gray jerseys breaking for that ball. I'm in a tough spot to see, so I thought, given the way that they were running after that had a chance to be foul, but given where it landed, it's clear they just were hoping to catch an out. 0-2. And what a job behind the plate by DeSheffy. DeSheffy, not only did he block that one, he kept it in front of him, kept the runners right where they are. 1-2 is the count. 1 out, the bases are loaded. And it's strike 3, what a pitch! And what a huge out. Avery Point just 1 out away from forcing the Knights to strand even more runners on the base. So due up is Tucker Fryer, but they are going to look to go to the bench unit as Elliott will come in, the left-hander. What a big spot for a young man who's coming in cold off the bench. But when you're on the bench, these are the moments that you're preparing for. You're not looking to get into a game with nothing on the line. You're looking to get into the game with everything on the line, and everything certainly on the line right now here for the Knights. Elliott pushes it over to third, and he'll get the out at third, and again, the Knights have to ask themselves the question of what could have been. A tremendous display of pitching by this Avery Point team. And I think that may be it. Since they're trying to play 2, they may rule that the end of game number 1. We're going to find out here in a second. I'm going to wait and get confirmation. I'll be right back with you. Guys, is that it for game number 1? Yeah. Okay. So you're still trying to play 2, though, right? Okay, thank you. So get the confirmation from players in front of me. That is all she wrote for game number 1. So what a tough way to lose it for the Knights as they strand the tying and winning runs on base and lose game number 1 by a score of 5-3. So 2 times they came back and tied it up, but the 3rd time was 1 time too many. I'm Aaron Thomas. I hope you can join us for game number 2. If not, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday afternoon and the rest of this week, and I will talk to you next time live here from the Castle. For everyone else, we'll be back after this short break.